a lot of people are writing off the Golden State Warriors as, a team that basically their dynasty is over, their dominance is over. We won't see them in the playoffs. They're gonna take a dramatic fall off, this, that, and the third. And it's I'm not gonna say it's disrespectful because what I'm gonna say is it's common practice, but when somebody loses something, for us to just like throw them and say they're trash. Like when LeBron loses the finals, he kind of takes notches off his belt. Then he comes back and he shows you how good he is. So the same analysts that were saying that it's no secret LeBron was falling off. Then he makes it to a finals. You're like, oh no, LeBron. LeBron. He has another gear. He was just coasting. His defense wasn't that bad. He was just waiting for the right moment. So it's really funny, like how the narrative changes time after time after time. And, people are saying this person's not good, they're not going to be good. But the thing with the Warriors, I could understand people saying that their run is over in terms of being dominant, like unbeatable. Like, you should say that their run is over for being unbeatable. But their run is over in terms of making the playoffs, making runs at the finals. That's not over. Stephen Curry, I believe he's 30 or 31. Klay Thompson's like 28, 29, or 30. Draymond Green is like 28, 29, 30. They have at least, I want to say, that in the way the game is played, you could play longer than what you used to play, how you used to play. They have 4 to 5 years of more competitive basketball. The game isn't as physical. They are the only they're only three in the NBA that have been together. This nucleus has been together, all drafted since day one. They are probably the oldest tenured big three in the NBA, period. All they need is one other person to plug and play, to give them another boost of energy, and they could try to run the table again. I think it's very premature to think that the Warriors won't be competitive anymore. I understand Klay Thompson is injured for first half of the season till March or so, whatever the case is. So this year, I don't really expect them to make any noise. But if they do make some noise, I wouldn't be surprised because they heard all the rumblings. They hear that they're not good or whatever the case is. And you got to remember, like, these guys, not only do they take things personally, they're killers, they're assassins, and on top of that, they have a resilience like no other. You guys just don't understand. They went down 3-1 to the Thunder. Basically, everybody thought it was over, and they won that series. Then last year, they are facing the Blazers without KD. They sweep them. They are Game 5 of the Western Conference semis. Kevin Durant goes down. It feels like the air got let out the building. They beat Houston. Then going to Houston, a Game 6, Stephen Curry scores 0 points in the first half. He drops 30-something in the second half. And they beat Houston. They were one shot away from pushing the NBA Finals to a Game 7 without Kevin Durant, without Klay Thompson. These guys are too resilient to count them out. They are way too resilient to count them out. And I think what will help their cause or help their case, and which is kind of crazy because we all know how important Kevin Durant is, but now that the whole weight has been lifted of, what's Kevin Durant going to do, they could just go back to playing their brand of basketball. Pace, space, fun, spread the floor. They added D'Angelo Russell to the mix. Who knows if they keep him or not. If they keep him and he acclimates to the system, you got 3 guys. Matter of fact, you got 2 guys that could go off the dribble. You got 3 guys that could hit a wide open shot. You got 3 guys, because Klay is a better playmaker now. 3 guys that could essentially playmake a little bit better now. And then you got Draymond Green to the mix in defense as a defensive anchor, pointing things out and things of that nature. And he's not going to come lackluster because everybody is of the notion that Draymond Green is the reason why Kevin Durant left. So you don't think he hears that? He's going to come out with a renewed focus. He's going to come back this season in shape, looking to score more, work on his jumper, work on his offense. He's not only going to just be a defensive player. So all that being said, look, man, I think it's very premature to think that they can't make the playoffs or they can't beat a high seeded team. Like I think it's because there's no more dominant team anymore. Like like the Clippers are good, but they're not unbeatable. Lakers are good, but the Lakers are not. Nobody's unbeatable right now. So the Warriors have a clear shot. And here's the thing that people don't understand. LeBron is essentially, and I don't mean this in any kind of disrespectful way. LeBron's on his way out. KD's gonna come back. We don't know how he's gonna come back. If he's gonna come back 100% or whatever the case is. Kawhi and Paul George is like load management. You don't know what you're gonna get with Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Houston Rockets are essentially retooling, refocus, or whatever the case is. Everybody is undergoing some kind of huge life change, a change event. Who is the team that kept 3 of their stars? The Warriors. Who is the team that works well with change and able to do things on the fly, plug and play, change focus quickly? The Warriors. So I think to me, what's crazy, and this is nuts, they got like one of the youngest nucleus in the NBA. They're the most seasoned team. In terms of team nucleus, team chemistry, they're the most seasoned team. They got new pieces, but their core is still there. Clay, Steph, and Draymond. So I think it's very premature to think that they can't win games, beat a team, surprise a team. I think it's extremely premature. Very premature. You don't want to be the guy that said all this crap about them, and then like 2-3 years from now they're in the finals or they win another championship. And you're like, damn, like, oh shit, was I talking that smack? Was that me? And I take it back. Like, you don't want to be that guy. Like, I think, and LeBron has proven this when he won a championship in Cleveland. Champions think differently. They operate differently. Those guys are champions. Not only are they they 3-time champions, man. That when you win multiple championships, you operate differently. Your hunger is differently. Your motivation is different. I remember when before Kobe won another championship with Powell and went through that drought, people was writing them off, talking smack. So as soon as he got Paul Gasol, I was like, it's over. It's over. Even Stephen A. Smith was saying it on ESPN. Tell me somebody who's hungrier. Lil Wayne wrote a song about that or whatever they say case is. It's like, once these guys get a new life, I don't know if it's going to be D'Angelo Russell to give them that. If D'Angelo Russell gives them some kind of new life, nobody's going to want to play them. Nobody's going to want to play them. So don't be so quick to write them off. Their era of dominance, like being unbeatable, you can say that's over. But being competitive, trying to win, thinking you're going to just go in their house and beat them, Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.